Proud moment for me, guys. I have just done my first cutting of callaloo that I had growing in my garden. So I have a bunch of callaloo here. I have cut some of my fresh basil. I have a small sprig of my parsley also from my garden, and some of my oregano from my garden. And I'm going to wash these and strip my callaloo and get back so you can see what I have in store for today. It's going to be exciting, guys. Stay tuned. I've washed and chopped up the callaloo. It was about 4 to 5 cups of callaloo that I got when I cut up everything. So I have it there in a bowl. I have also washed and detached the leaves from the basil, parsley, and oregano. So all the ingredients that I'm going to need for this recipe are some pesto. I'm using this pesto. And this here is my special homemade pepper sauce, and all it is just chili peppers in cooking oil, and you can use olive oil, and I freeze that in the fridge to keep it fresh, and I use from time to time as I need it. I'm going to be using some pasta sauce, and here I have 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. You can use whichever cheese that you really love. I love sharp cheese, so that's why I'm using that. I have 2 eggs, large eggs beaten, and here, this is just what I'm going to be using as my unique twist, if you want to call it that. I had grilled some mackerel fish, and here I just went through and picked it out and made sure all the bones were out, made some small pieces out of it, and some sweet pepper. So if you haven't guessed it already, guys, I am going to be making pizza. Now this pizza is different because it's not going to be using the traditional dough, which is flour and yeast or baking powder. I'm actually going to be using the callaloo, the eggs, and the cheese in the base of the pizza. Then I'm going to be topping it with the cheese and all these sauces here, the fish and the sweet pepper. So stay. I'm now going to mix the 1 cup of the cheese with the callaloo and the 2 eggs together. Because I want the base of my pizza to be a little spicy, I'm going to add some of that pepper sauce that I told you I made and stir that in nicely. Then to ensure that the base of my pizza sticks together, because this is not your traditional flour, I'm going to sprinkle the baking tray or the pizza tray with some cheese, so that as the cheese melts, it will hold the spinach together. So about 1/4 cup of the rest of cheese I'm going to sprinkle on there, and then I'm going to start putting my base on, and I'm going to pat this, guys, as fine as possible. I've spread the callaloo cheese and pepper mixture on the pizza tray as evenly distributed as I could get it, and then I'm going to add the rest of 1/4 cup of cheese to the top. And the reason I'm putting so much cheese in there again is so that as it melts, the cheese will hold the mixture together. The egg will do some of that work, the cheese will help, so to keep it together. I'm done, and I'm going to just pop this into the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes. The base of the pizza is baked. I'm going to let it cool for about, I'm going to just let it cool down, probably 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put the other toppings on it. I have topped my pizza with the rest of ingredients, so the fish and the sweet peppers and the parsley, the basil, the oregano. And guys, like I said, there's no hard and fast rule about this pizza. So if you want more cheese or different types of cheese, go ahead and put more cheese on yours. Mine has 2 cups, and I think this is enough for me. 2 cups of sharp cheddar. That's enough for me. But I'm going to pop this back into the oven for another 10 minutes, and then it should be finished.